Okay, right now we're doing some finish welding on the airframe's fuselage. Specifically, we're adding nut plates. We're welding nut plates in the floorboard tabs that are added for the Willow Mountain Ranch lowered floorboard STC. And the ICA, and for those of you who don't know, ICA stands for Instruction for Continued Airworthiness. To keep, when you have an STC, you got to have an ICA. It's got to be done every 100 hours or every annual, or however the ICA is specified. In the Willow Mountain Ranches, you got to check the pulleys, which are now under the floorboards every annual. So that's why we've added nut plates on all the floorboard tabs, so that you can pull the floorboards up and look at this pulley and this pulley, and that's where the cables dive underneath the fuselage, and it goes under, and then once again, I'll show you over here. I'm going to rotate the fuselage, come on your side. Instead of one stringer down the center of the belly, we have two stringers, so the cables dive underneath the fuselage and run in the area that's built by the two stringers, and it runs back, and then it comes back up in the same location. It's just the pulley is indexed, and then the elevator cables go back as in a factory CUB. So that's what I'm doing. Secondly, I'm Piper. Their brakes were not removable. You had to pull the floorboards, which you had to pull the rudder pedals and the brake pedals in the front seat to be able to remove the brake master cylinders. And I'm adding nut plates so that if you ever need to change the master cylinders, that they can be unscrewed just with 3 number 10 structural screws. So that's what I'm doing now. Once again, I forgot to designate the 2,000 pound gross weight increase, so we're welding that in, and that's part of the whip line 2,000 pound gross weight increase kit. So that's the work we're doing now. We're getting the floorboards delivered. Randy Appling at Carbon Concepts told me that they were done, I think, today. So we should get the floorboards very soon. We will install the floorboards before we go to powder coat, so that we don't scuff the powder coat. Then we'll remove them, and then we'll send powder coat. Before I go to powder coat, I install the tail feathers. I rig the airplane. I rig the trim system so that if there's anything we got to change, we can do it before powder coat. I'm in the process of putting nut plates in, and these nut plates are for the windshield. I put nut plates all in gingerbread instead of the PK screws that Piper used. So I got to get all the nut plates in. So it's going to be a couple weeks before we can go to powder coating. And I'm going to go out of town for a week, so maybe 3 weeks before we go to powder coating.